We are here. We are in 2024, and in normal traditional fashion, every year new games come out, and I want to try something different. I want to try something new. I want to list my top 10 anticipated games of 2024, or let's just say my anticipated games for 2024. Um, This list is comprised of course, a multitude of games that we have some release dates for. There are some games we don't, and there are some games I kind of wanted to put on a list for a potential. Um, but before we do this, I hope you guys enjoyed your New Year's. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you have fun with your family. Hopefully you ate enough food. You're full. You feel what I'm saying? Your belly's stuffed for 2024. I hope you're coming to this year being a better person, a more evolved person, adult, man, child. I essentially compiled a list of games that I'm anticipated for, that I'm actually looking out for this year in 2024. These games are not in any particular order of anticipation. They're kind of just how they come to my mind or how I have them listed. To really start off, which this is kind of crazy to say because I know it's been getting a lot of hate, a lot of flock at the moment. But to start this list off, I'm going to go ahead and say the Suicide Squad kill the Justice League. Okay, now look, I understand. I understand. I seen the gameplay. Just like how you seen it, I seen it. I seen the gameplay. And I'm not going to lie to you, I wasn't pleased. It wasn't what I thought it would be, right? But from the cutscenes and the characters, I'm more anticipated for the story. I seen the gameplay. I know the gameplay really isn't what I would prefer from a game like this, and they're taking a little different route, which is whatever. I know there's been some leaks that came out for the game. I try my best to avoid as many as I can because I do want to enjoy the story as it is, right? But I think the game itself will actually be pretty good. Honestly speaking, besides the gameplay, and maybe the gameplay has more to it. As you play, it'll just become more enjoyable, and you'll just be like, oh man, like I didn't think it would be like this. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm kind of hoping for it. If it doesn't turn out that way, then that's also okay. This game is apparently coming out February 2nd. I'm a little scared, because it's coming out so soon. And once again, I just hope the game is good. I hope the game is good. I'm really looking forward towards the story because I've seen the cutscenes, the graphics, they look good. I'm really just anticipated to see what the story is talking about. The second game that I'm actually anticipated for is a game called Star Wars Outlaws, which they released some gameplay footage, I think maybe in 2022, if I'm not mistaken. It was like at some gaming announcement. I forgot which one it was specifically, but I saw the gameplay for it and it looked amazing, and especially since this is apparently going to be the first Star Wars open world game that's like fully open world. So I'm actually I'm very anticipated for that, especially because it's going to be starring a female protagonist with like her little pet, and I've seen that you have little options that you can do with the pet, which I think is very like creative, So I think the game itself will definitely be very interesting. We haven't seen much of the story yet. We've seen a little bit because clearly she's an outlaw, so she's gonna be doing things that's outside of the law. I hope it releases in 2024. It doesn't have a release date as of yet, but this is one of those games that I'm just hoping drops this year. Which I'm thinking they're probably gonna aim for a late 2024 date, which is fine with me as well. But now, I think on this list, once again, I said they're not necessarily in any particular order, but this game here, Black Myth Wukong. Look, I've played some Souls games, some Souls type games, right? And I'm still kind of getting into it. I still haven't played Elden Ring. I'm sorry, I apologize. I still have not played it. I don't know, I just lost the feeling to want to play it. But this Black Myth Wukong, from what I've seen, it has some insane graphics. The story it might be like a Souls game story, which normally the stories aren't too crazy. They're like decent, they're calm, but I feel like they have a lot of potential. It's a lot of potential. They've been hyping this game up for years now, And there's no way that it can be a letdown. There's no way. And if it is a letdown, I'm gonna go up to the building and I'm gonna let them down. I don't really know where I meant to go with that, but yeah, Black Myth Wukong is apparently supposed to be releasing on August 20th, which I think is a pretty good day if it doesn't get delayed, and we're gonna be there. Okay, so I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna just say this. These next games that I have on a list, they actually do not have a release date yet. They're only speculated to be releasing in 2024, and honestly, I'm going with the speculation. I'm just gonna say, hey, this game is gonna drop in 2024, and I'm there for it. We're gonna go ahead and start this off with The Wolf Among Us 2. Now, The Wolf Among Us 2 has had a lot of delays, a lot of kind of situations happening, only because Telltale is kind of getting back into the groove from, you know, the last little situation that was going on. So they're getting back into it, which I can appreciate, you know, them trying to take their time and make sure that the game is worth it. We seen a trailer, I think maybe 2-3 years ago. It was actually a great trailer. It had me hype. From that, I was like, oh man, the game is gonna be, of course, a continuation of the prior game. But unfortunately, we don't have an actual release date for it. So right now, we're really just banking off of hope. I'm hoping that it gets released in 2024. I believe it got delayed to 24, like not an actual date, but it just got delayed to the year. So I'm hoping that we get it in 24. If we don't, then hey, we're gonna get it in 25, which might be a little difficult because GTA is dropping that year. Speaking of GTA, yes, I know it's not coming out in 2024. It's disappointing, but it's understandable, right? The reason why I put it on this list is strictly because when these trailers drop for these new Rockstar games, they drop as if they're a new movie. So we know that a new trailer is gonna drop like this year. We know that. It's common sense. They normally drop a trailer the year they announce it, then they drop a trailer the next year, and then the year after that is when they start doing full-on promo for it, right? So I know when this trailer drops this year, it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna go dummy, just like the one that just got released. Like, it's gonna go crazy. So I'm anticipated for that. And once again, it's gonna be probably one of the greatest games that we've ever had. Ever. The way that it's looking right now, oh man. Look, as long as the story is good, as long as the gameplay, as long as all those concepts are great and perfect how they've been doing it, I'm there. Almost forgot. Rise of the Ronin, right? I'm not gonna lie, it might be a sleeper game this year. It does come out this year. This game actually has a release date. I'm sorry I forgot it, but it actually comes out March 22nd. I kind of feel like it is gonna be a sleeper, only because I don't know. I feel like it hasn't really been putting itself out there. Maybe it's gonna start it this year since we're so close. We're less than 3 months away. So I'm hoping they're really gonna start pushing more and more promo. Like, we've seen something most recent from it, which is like gameplay. But from what I've seen, it looked good. But I can tell that they're still working on it, right? And the game itself, I don't really know anything about the story. I just know it has cool combat, cool action. It's probably gonna be a good story. I don't know who it's made by. I seen some very nice mechanics where like they had like the little wing thing that Aang has, like Aang the Avatar, you know, the little wing thing that he uses to fly, the glider. They had something like that, and I thought that was pretty cool. And I've seen all the trailers. It's just really a game that I'm kind of anticipated for. I'm not just extremely anticipated, but I'm like, okay, you know, it might be a little sleeper game, but it has potential. Once again, I hope they put so much promo towards it, because I feel like the game on that a game of that magnitude, it needs the promo for it. You feel what I'm saying? And finally on this list, this is also a game that we don't have a confirmed date for it. This is just me going off of speculation, what we think is going to be the correct date. So this last game is Assassin's Creed Codename Red. And if you didn't know, I'm a big avid Assassin's Creed fan. I have not played the most recent one. I have not played Mirage. I will though. I just haven't played it, haven't had the time, but I will. But this game is apparently going to be the Japan game that we've been wanting for years now. Decades at that point, like decades at this point. I believe it's feudal Japan, or yeah, I think it's feudal Japan. They really didn't show us much yet. I don't think the game is even close to being finished, low key. I can only assume it will probably be a late 2024 date. But I think it's a game that has a lot of potential that could really bring in a lot of a lot of people back into the franchise. I think Mirage did a little bit, but I think with this, since it's going to be more on the RPG side, I feel it in my soul that it's really going to bring people back and really want them and really make them want to continue playing Assassin's Creed games. Once again, the game has no release date, unfortunately. We only assume it's 2024. I hope it does. Because if it drops 2025, it's gonna get overshadowed. It's gonna get over. Any of these games, if they get delayed to the point that they have to release it in 25, they're going to get overshadowed. Literally, they're going to get overshadowed. We know by who? The big behemoth. They are. They're going to get overshadowed. So it's best for them to stay away from 2025 because it's not their year. It's not their year. I respect all the developers, all the coders. I respect all of you. But don't release in 2025. And that has been my list of my most anticipated games for 2024. And yeah, thank y'all for all your support. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, I mean, that's really all I got for y'all.